What up, family? Got a news Puerto Rican dance from the Murilo. Today is October the 13th, Thursday in my city, Chicago, the year 2022. Let's talk about exposing the music industry. Of course, everybody should know me by now. If not, get to know me, pass it on, and tell a friend who cares about, themselves, family, and their future. Don't worry about the haters, naysayers, and selfish, narcissistic ass motherfuckers and shit. Don't worry about them. We ain't talking to them. We talking about the people who really care about what's going on, and eventually we'll, you know, let the haters just fall by the wayside or whatever and stuff. Now, I like to say a gift is from God and surprise to hear you. Those who don't know me, I was born May 25th, 1967. Um, I stood up for myself at the age of 1973. Was placed in the Chicago Sun-Times newspaper for standing up for myself and against child abuse. Guess you could say I started my profession to save the babies of the world, since I was a little girl, and still is. Became the originator of rap at the age of 8, 1975. At the age of 6, though, I didn't know the difference between the apple and the orange. They deprived me of education, but I fought hard to try to learn as much as I can so I'd be able to reveal what I'm about to tell you today. And that's, a gift is from God and a surprise to kill you. Now, of course, most people are going to gravitate and hang around people who you think look like you, and that's going to probably, you know, be able to relate to you more so than anything. But because people have a slave mentality, and yes, I'm with Kanye West when he says slavery is a choice, because it is a choice and stuff for real. I believe that because a lot of people be on jobs that they don't like forever, ever, instead of, taking a risk, a chance, or whatever to venture off and find something else or do better. They rather stay stuck on stupid and stuff. And that's not been my come up, if that's what you want to call it. I could have been a government assistant person, and just, let life beat me down or whatever and stuff, like they wanted or whatever and stuff. And what they try to make it, well, they try to make me out to be towards the end, because right now I'm supposed to be in a government assistant program called Feather Fist. You understand what I'm saying? But they're just collecting money. It's a trap building, 6210 South Kenbark Avenue, Chicago, Noise 60637. If you want to write or just pull up and hang out like the rest of these trolls in this motherfucker that's just pretty much squatting and, you know, taking advantage of a real motherfucker and shit. Long story short, I don't know these motherfuckers, okay? I don't trust them, and I don't trust nobody, especially knowing who I am today, for real, for real. And that's the originator of rap music since the age of 8, 1975. Now, I say that because I want people to know that, people would kill you just for the title. Now, I said, you gravitate towards the people that look like you, right? So I seen Oprah on the come up or whatever. She knew my story evidently before I did or whatever and stuff, because she's 14 years older than me. She's probably a little more advanced because Maya Angelou was her mentor, and I had to struggle for everything that I was able to accumulate and, you know, learn on my own and stuff. And nobody helped me with nothing and stuff. They hung around. It was only for their benefit or whatever and stuff. Real talk. And they put people in position, they people, to monitor you and stuff, so they could, continue to come up. Otherwise, they won't be able to flourish and stuff. And that's how Oprah became, the so-called billionaire that she is and stuff. Because I sent her my child abuse rap at the age of 17 in 1984. Color Purple came out in 1985, based loosely around my, story and stuff. I realized after a while she wasn't trying to help me, but the spirit, came on me to try to, get her attention again, because she was talking about leaving or getting off the air in 1995. By this time, she was a half of a billionaire. I didn't even know. I asked for $2 million tax free, and the rest could go to charity. I also told her I was worth more dead than I am alive. At the time, I was struggling with drug and a relationship and a business venture and family problems and stuff. But I was a month sober when They railroaded me in 1995 and put me on the psych ward at Madden Hospital in Hines, Illinois. That's honest to God's truth. You know what I'm saying? With no um, known nothing about Alcoholics Anonymous and stuff like that. But in order for me to get out the psych ward, they was like, you got to sign this paperwork or whatever to get a check or whatever and stuff. They try to make it a crazy check, right? I said, I didn't want the check. Now, what person wouldn't want a check? They said, you can't get out the hospital unless you sign. So because I knew they had doped me up with some stuff that had me out for about 3 days, and I woke up with my face in a plate of spaghetti. I didn't know what day it was, so I wrote whatever date they told me, which they backdated to make it seem as though I was in the hospital around the time that I sent Oprah my child abuse story and pictures and things of that nature, and my voice added to the sound of music on 3 cassette tapes front and back, and my voice added to the Martin Luther King I Have a Dream speech. They backdated the paperwork at the hospital to make it seem though I was in the hospital and not, free at the time when I sent her. So these are the type of people we dealing with. You understand? I mean, I can go on forever, but I hate with talking about it, but because so many people are exposing the music industry and going through a lot of stuff that they can relate to now, that I'm saying and that I try to, tell people before I got railroaded again. You understand what I'm saying? After I posted my first ever YouTube video, Mary Mack versus the Fat Black Oprah Winfrey, November 2007, she still had that power and control over the masses because she was social media queen or whatever, queen of social media or whatever the fuck. You understand what I'm saying? People was under that euphoria and that motherfucking Barack Obama shit. You understand what I'm saying? But now they gone and smoke is clear. People are starting to realize because I'm steady putting my foot on the gas and I ain't stopping. Ain't no brakes, motherfucker. Real fucking tough. Long story short, they got Lil Baby. They trying to come after him because he's been with my fault, Lil Wayne. They trying to come after him because he's been with, Birdman and all them since he was 9 years old. And he's worth a whole lot of money. They trying to bring in somebody, to try to, upstage him or whatever. He's going through his little shit, whatever and stuff. But they shot up his tour bus, right? And guess who guess what the guy name was who shot up the tour bus? Jimmy Winfrey. Now, Winfrey is not a popular name. Oprah Winfrey, Jimmy Winfrey. See where this is going and stuff? I'll put the links in the video or whatever, and then I'll try to make it as easy as possible for you and stuff. Real talk. Long story short, they've tried several times to kill me. You understand what I'm saying? I've been poisoned 6 times, tased in my kidney, beat up by the police, gangbangers, woo-wop the bam. You understand what I'm saying? Made to feel like shit. And they don't even supposed to know me, right? Don't nobody know me, right? But they say the best for last, right? Because I'm the originator of rap music. See, I've been independent a long time since I've been selling Girl Scout cookies as a little person. I knew as a brownie in the Girl Scout to keep the money and eat the cookies or both. You understand what I'm saying? I've been selling general merchandise, music. I elevated everybody. Like I say, I'm the reason why Oprah Winfrey became, a billionaire. So many other people and stuff. Real tough. I know I might not look much to you, but I'm a very, very strategic, you understand what I'm saying, business person and stuff. Now, you probably say, well, why come you haven't made yourself, a billionaire or whatever? I'm worth at least a zillion, but I can't. What I'm supposed to do? Go kill every motherfucker that got my money? No, I just keep doing these videos and allow people like Slim Thug, who is exposing the music industry. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. He need to be careful because everybody that exposes the music industry or beat them, you understand, at their own game, end up getting killed. Because you got to remember, young Dolph, he was from Tennessee, and Oprah, graduated from Tennessee State, Memphis, Tennessee. And I got this quarter today, from my change. And guess what it is? Tennessee. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. You understand? So you got to remember Elvis is from Memphis, and he's the only one that they want to make, the king of Tennessee or whatever. You see what's going on? There's a lot of just motherfuckers feeling themselves for the most part and stuff, And Oprah, she ain't never really been business streetwise or nothing. She's just been a opportunistic person who ride the bandwagon of the most people, that's worth the most. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. Now, if she wanted to do anything for me, like I said in 1995, before I got railroaded, I said, just give me $2 million tax free and the rest could go to charity. That wasn't nothing. That was, she could wipe my ass with that money and shit. Real fucking tough. She's probably, her shoes that she give away for 99 cents, add up to more than $2 million. So basically, they just didn't want me to have nothing and stuff. Just wanted to label me crazy and then, make it seem like she's the queen. She's not. She's not. Okay, real talk. Streetwise to the day I die. Real talk. I grew up in these streets of Chicago, and I went from Chicago to Mississippi without a map, driving. Me and my so-called ex-best friend Dwayne Lewis. Real talk. I'm telling you, they always got their hands in my pocket. Now, I'm not going to sit and say that, I won't be down and out and destitute or whatever in the future because that's they plan for me and stuff. They want me to look as bad as, it's just got to end for me because they hate to lose. They hate to lose, but they have lost because there's so many people talking about, the music industry now, how dirty it is and shit. K. Reno listened to his song, Worth More Dead. Like I said in 1995, I'm the one that basically said I already know I'm worth more dead than I am. I am a fucking genius. Okay, real fucking tough. Now they had this ex-girlfriend of mine named LaWanda Joy Jacobs, who said she met Oprah Winfrey now, and she came around me while I was selling, cassette tapes at the time back in the day on the platform of the train station, and that's how I made a living and stuff. And I could have been a general assistant person or whatever, they was giving away general assistant checks and wasn't much. And, I could have lived off the land or whatever and been real petty and stuff, but that's not my style and stuff. I'm independent for real. And, I started really this mission with $40, that I had left from a general assistant check that I had, got for about 2-3 times. And I was like, it ain't enough money. So, I was young and I wanted things and I went for it. Now, this book says, I got from the book depository in my city, Chicago. It says Night on Neighborhood Street. You understand what I'm saying? But it says a Coretta Scott King honor book. So they honored this book, to Coretta Scott King. And I always said that my ex-girlfriend, LaWanda Joy Jacobs, reminded me of a young, Coretta Scott King, Martin Luther King's wife. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I say a gift is from God and surprise to kill you. On page 29, ain't no numbers on this book, but on page 29, this clearly says LaWanda's walk. Now, I always felt LaWanda got close to me because of Oprah or whatever. She said she met Oprah. Well, bam, nothing happens in this world by mistake, right? And the closest get the most. Now, she and I were supposed to be, girlfriends, lesbian couple, whatever and stuff, And I believe towards the end she did kind of like me, but not enough to jeopardize her contractual agreement or whatever the case was with Oprah Winfrey. But not only that, LaWanda worked for Blue Cross Blue Shields, and that's an insurance company. And my sister said something about she wanted my social security number back in the day just in case something happened. So they was always plotting to kill me and stuff. I've had people who I've befriended, like my ex-girlfriend, Donna Marie Evans, who's a real estate agent, a banker, streetwise, gangbang, Italian, all kind of shit. You understand what I'm saying? Real tough. Gold digger. Ended up, once she got with me with a 1988 red four-door Chevy Nova or whatever and stuff, right? And I drove it one time. Next thing I knew, a car hit me and the Nova looked like shit, and I walked away without a scratch. They've been trying to kill me since definitely 88. You understand what I'm saying? But as a baby also, you understand? So look, I'm just saying to my people out there who's worth a whole lot, they're coming after you and they're not stopping it because their revenue is not like it used to be. And so they got to kill off artists to replenish their whatever and keep their name intact and not look like a goddamn fool. But we here to make them look like a fool as much as possible. Real talk, that's our goal and stuff because, like I said, a gift is from God and a surprise to kill you. And nothing happens in this world by mistake. LaWanda never moved in, and that's how I knew she wasn't for me. She was on some other shit. You understand what I'm saying? Because a person like you after 15 years, and as hard as I worked, she would have moved in. My apartment that you saw on YouTube or that you see on my YouTube, Mary Mack versus Fat Black Oprah Winfrey, that was my dream apartment. That was my, I want to chill and fuck all this shit. You understand what I'm saying? And I wasn't there no more than a year before they railroaded me, May 31st, 2008, and said I disarmed the police officers, something I never did. I was a pillar in my community. I had a business. I was in AA helping people get their lives back, family, and whatever the case. You understand what I'm saying? And they shitted on me. So, you know, what Lil Kim say, real people get railroaded every day. That's what she said. So they trying to gain souls and shit. And this is we living in the last days, y'all. So you're gonna have to pick a side. Don't pick my side. I'm on my higher power side. I already knew none of this shit was gonna flourish for me and stuff, for real. Because so many people will fall for me to stand. You understand what I'm saying? And they gonna go to hell regardless of shit. Because the way I pray, shit, nigga, I'm telling you, you know, I didn't sign up for all this shit. You understand? $2 million wasn't shit, nigga. And I know I'm worth at least a zillion on stupid shit alone. You understand what I'm saying? Like flipping this Bible. You understand what I'm saying? I'm number one. You see that? This says the second book of the Chronicles, chapter 1. See, I don't have to lie. Real talk. You understand what I'm saying? I don't gotta lie. That's chapter 1 all motherfucking day. So, you know, they gonna always hate the number ones. This 737 over here, I was in the Chicago Sun-Times newspaper at the age of 6 in 1973. The last person you're gonna save yourself, the first person you're gonna pay is yourself. The first law of nature is what? To thy own self be true, pretty much. But they said, what does it profit a man or a woman or whoever to, you know, gain the whole world and sell a soul? You understand what I'm saying? See where this is going? See, when you independent, you smart. And I've been independent, but they've been trying to, you know, like I got here, these motherfuckers had me sign a whole bunch of paper after they tried to kill me in 2016 and gave me cancer and shit. And I was fighting that and trying to get healthy. And I'm just now getting a little bit healthy. You understand what I'm saying? But I still got problems. Had me sign a whole lot of paper. I say, I ain't the only one sign. When I sign, nigga, I'm signing death certificates all fucking day. Real fucking talk. See, you can't pull a wool over my eyes because you lied to get me up in this bitch. And you ain't did shit for a nigga and shit. I've done more for them, but I've blown their mind just by flipping the Bible, playing pool and stuff, and doing the most. And they think, you know, I'm intimidated. I don't give a fuck about dying, bitch. They didn't put the gun to my head in 1996, the so-called police. I said, pull the fucking trigger, bitch. They should have pulled it then. You understand what I'm saying? Now I'm coming harder and harder. And I'm killing everything in sight with my words. Because you got to remember, life and death lies in the power of the tongue, bitch. Real fucking talk. So I don't give no fuck about Oprah Winfrey no more than she care about me. You understand what I'm saying? And all that bullshit you doing to try to get me to go off, it's gonna come back to haunt you with your dumb ass. Shout out to goddamn Slim Dub. This is 3. This is 3 right here. I come from behind to get mine. You know what I'm saying? 3, 2, 1. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. I come from behind to get mine. So I come from behind to warn my people to let them know. Anybody that's been around you the most, the longest, got the most gain from your death. And you saw what they did to Michael Jackson, Prince. I don't know if they did for real, but you know what I'm saying? When Mike started speaking on the music industry, what happened? They silenced him. You understand what I'm saying? Now you either gonna walk away quietly and play the game and act as if, because you know, if you worth more dead than you're alive, everybody ain't gotta die. Think about it. That was a way out I gave him this shit. But when it come to me, these bitches trying to kill me for real, because what? I'm worth the most. If it's 8 billion people in the world, why is it we can't all be a billionaire 10 times over? Why they couldn't give everybody $2 million tax free? You understand what I'm saying? The least they could have done. You understand what I'm saying? See, I believe in if you treat your people fairly, they'll treat you fairly. Oprah, when she can't come to back. We'll take Kanye West. How about that? At least I will. You understand? They coming after Kanye. Why? Because he's worth the most. See, they wait till we stack our shit. Just like in this trap building, they come after me all the time because I've accumulated little stuff in this trap building and they trying to get this. They don't want you to have shit. You understand what I'm saying? Got remember, motherfucking goddamn old boy from Memphis, the rapper, he was independent. Yeah, what is it, Young Dolph? And they allegedly killed him. See, they hate smart, independent people, but drug addicts, crackheads, and streetwise people are the most influential and ghetto people. That's why they come to the ghetto. We the most quickest people to come up and stuff, and that's why they try to come up with us. They need us. We don't need them. So once y'all realize that, like Slim Thug try to tell you, listen to him if you don't want to listen to me. I'm gonna put a whole bunch of niggas in you can listen to. Real fucking tough. And if you don't put me out there, they will continue to come after y'all because they feel as though if I'm the originator of rap and you're not standing up for me, that's just like not standing up for yourself. Because I fought hard to stay on this bitch so I could tell you niggas what's going on and where it came from the beginning. Real talk. I'm not the problem. I'm the answer. Now, they have kicked me off of Facebook for uh, 24 hours because I posted some stuff that people don't like. It's controversy, but they still got Eminem Facebook where he talking crazy for a couple of seconds on his videos and stuff. See, visual is a lot worse than reading. I do a lot of writing. Most motherfuckers don't read and shit, but they listen and they are visual people and shit. And anytime you hear the sounds in the background, that lets you know you're doing the right thing, and they trying to distract you and make it seem as though you're crazy. But because I don't drink, drugs, smoke, fornicate, or gamble, and even if I win or like I found a couple of lottery tickets now, and they wasn't scratched off, but somebody scratched off the bottom and they scanned it and they gave them whatever. I said, well, you gave them a fee or whatever, but this say 200,000, but they didn't win nothing as far as the bingo or whatever and stuff, but they did win $10. But all this wasn't scratched off. I said, well, how do they know if they won $10 or 200,000 if they ain't scratch it off? You understand what I'm saying? I scratched it off and stuff. Real talk. I found two of them. But because it's me, even if I did find it and win, guess what? They weren't gonna pay me. So this is the shit that I'm going through. These are two winners that was not scratched off. How do people know if they won this? Now I only won 10 on this one, but how do you know if you won 500 or $10 if you don't scratch it off? I scratched it off after I found them. So, they cheating every motherfucking goddamn body. Don't cheat yourself, treat yourself. And with that, this your ghetto news appointment dash to the Mayor Lee. The music industry owe us big. And why don't they come after white people like they coming after the rappers? Stop killing off my rappers and shit. Real fucking talk. Rappers come together as a family or we all gonna end up dead. And that's the honest God's truth. With that, peace.